इसके लगाने से पहले हमें टेस्ट करना होता है सर्किट की आइदर इट इज़ वर्किंग और नॉट, because after soldering there is a lot of problem. You have to desolder the component and it will take time and may sometimes component get faulty because of overheating. So that's why we use this for testing purpose. This is also for programming, and that is mini USB. That is a LCD disc. As you can see, it is in your calculator. Here it is used for various type of display. Like if I want to make a distance meter, so I can use this for the display purpose.
So basically for display.
Yeah, this is basically a display LCD, that is liquid charge display. These are the 9-volt batteries used for the supply, but this is not rechargeable. These are the connectors to connect the various wires, or you can say if the student, if you think that your student is not capable of connecting wires, you will insert like this. Now I have these board on which we connect the wire easily. So
Why do you call them male and female in this?
ma'am, to differentiate that, male and female, or differentiate it. Yeah, this is a male connector. This is for, there are pin on the both sides. In the
Female at
one side. You can insert this like this and solder the wire from it, or you can break it according to your need.
Okay.
So that is a connector which is used for in connecting the wires. Like if I want to connect a wire on some board and I am having this wire has a multi-core wire, so the soldering is very difficult for the multi-core wire in the small holes.
Yes.
So that's why we use this type of connector. On this tip we have soldered the wire because it is easy to solder, and this pin will be inserted in the board, and I can break it according to my need. Like I want 4 port, I want 5 port, I can split it like this one. This one also you can split. These are the connecting cables which is used in these types of connectors. Yeah, this. Okay. And on the other hand, if I see this like this, and that is a male to male, pin to pin, pulls one side. This is both sides pull. That is according to me. That is a motor with plastic gears. Basically it is used in the AI robots, and you can say something where I need to rotate, or rotation will be like I have to control the rotation. Then there is a servo motor is used. These are the gears which can be used on it. These are the servo motor with continuous metal gear. These are the metal gears. These are upper version of that motor. And this is a high RPM motor. This is motor 150 RPM. That is also servo motor I have already seen. That is for angle positioning. You can position an angle with metal gear base like 120 degree rotation, 140 degree rotation. These are the ultrasonic sensor. And the transmitter will transmit the ultrasonic wave. It will struck an obstacle, and a receiver will receive that waves, and that's how it can detect the distance, or you can say obstacle. That is the formula of STD, speed, time and distance. So how it can detect the distance? It is basically used in the distance projects, I have to measure the distance of the wall from myself. So that's why I use ultrasonic sensor, or I can make a robotic robot which can sense the obstacle in the room. Okay, then the ultrasonic sensor used on it. Okay. IR sensor. IR sensor array for line following. IR sensor line following. Line following is the project in which the one robot is made which will always follow the black line, colorful line. If you draw a black line in the room, that will follow that particular track. That is a concept you already used in the big industry, where we have to move the objects from one area to second area, like in the car manufacturing industry. If I am working on a place, I need some nut board. Just give the command to the system, and the command goes to the store, and store person will put that particular item on the robot and command it to on my station. Like various type of LEDs, like the red, green, yellow, and there is a RGB. There is a white. That is the basic difference between these LEDs and the RGB. There are 4 legs, and it has only 2 legs. So that way, red, green, and blue. There are 3 formation it can view. It has a 1 common leg, and the other 3 are for 3 colors. There is a push button which is used on various projects for the give the command and push on, like color recognition sensor. It's like I want to make the sensor red color, or I like to sense blue color. Like that robot, I am telling you that robots which will be a line follower. If I will give that command, it will start from the blue line, and at the end it will stop on the red line. So I have to use the color sensor. That is a RF module. That is a radio frequency. If I will like want to make a walkie-talkie, that is use the radio frequencies. So that on that project we can use the radio RF transmitter or receiver. That is a stepper motor with driver board. The basic difference between these motors and these motors have no driver board. We have to make the driver board for the driving of these motors, but it is already come with the driver board. That is IR sensor, obstacle.
Why can't we have these only with drivers? Why do you have these without drivers?
Ma'am, it is just because with these are the 9 volt motors and the drivers will drive, but in this we have to pursue the angle of the motor. In this we don't pursue the angle, just giving the driver to check the speed, or you can say uh, once the robot will be the higher speed or slower speed. So that's why driver motor is this. But in this we have to control the angle, so we cannot give the driver. The driver is only for high RPM or lower RPM. That is IR sensor, obstacle sensor. That is infrared sensor. One is black and other is white. It will transmit the IR infrared rays, which is not visible to our eyes. If you want to see the infrared rays, that also used in your remote, put the remote in your mobile camera and you can see that rays. It will transmit the rays. If there is an obstacle in front of these sensors, the rays will reflect back to this and it will sense the infrared. That's why it is black, because only the small amount of light will enter in this. So that's why it is black. That is an infrared sensor for obstacles. Basically this is used in the robot, or you can say if I make a project for a blind person, that will detect, that will help him in moving around in a room, or you can say in an area. There is a infrared obstacle project sensor will be used in that project. MCQ.
I'll make it use it now.
That is a gas sensor. It will be, there will be a mesh on this. It will detect the gas.
Okay.
Yeah. If there is a gas leakage, if I want to make a project that if there is a kitchen in that area, in particular area, or you can say your school canteen area, if there is a gas leakage, that can be detected by this, because you can see that in the canteen area there is a lot of student in the half time. So that is will be dangerous if there is a gas leakage in that area. That is touch sensor. That is a touch switch. You can just touch and use it for push on of purpose. That is also MQ. A relay module. Relay is basically like
Explain this again. And Q1, what is it?
that is a gas sensor.
Yes, sensor. Right.
Want to like switching somewhere in the project, like if I want that this fan will operate on the voice, and if I will go to switch or on off, there is no purpose of that circuit now. So that's why where there we use relay, that is called electronic switch. There is a two connection in that relay. There is NC and NO. That is normal connected and normal open. It is according to our need. We will connect on NO or NC. Like if I want that some switch has to be permanent on, but if I make a noise, then it will be disconnected. Then I will make the connection on NC. If I will make sure that this connection will on when I will make the noise, then I will make the connection on NO, that is normal open. That is the connectors. There is a two relay in the module. That is electron NO and NC. That is electronic switch.
NO is normal open.
Normal open and NC is normal connected. That is a motion sensor. It will detect the motion. These are the precision points. By these help, we can calibrate the motion area. If like you when you will go to the malls and big malls, there is a automatic doors.
Yes.
You step in and it will be open. How can it detect? There is a motion detector. And if you see the big hospital like civil hospital and all that things, in that areas we are using solar lights, solar street lights. In the solar street light there is a problem that there is a battery is used. If I will make the light stand for 8 hours, it will consume all the battery. So that's why there is use of motion sensor. So if there is a motion, the lights will glow on the from right first to last. That is Rfid reader tags. That is a RFID tag, and that is a sensor. Like if I want that in this lab, particular person will enter, and none other will not enter. Then I will place this sensor circuit at that place. There is a card, there is a tag you can use for a RF sensors. Like you can see the cars, there is a RF sensors in the your car, that is a fast tag. That is a way of fast tag.
So hotels also we have the swipe one card.
That is. But in the swipe card there is a magnetic strip. In this there is a no magnetic strip. There is a internal circuit and there is a chip. That is a timer IC. It will generate the clock pulses. There is a various projects in this. The 555 timer IC is used, like where music bell and where the clock pulse has to be generated. There is 555 timer IC is used. A raindrop sensor. This is a raindrop sensor. Like if I want to make an automation, like if like you are working and you want that at your home, if there is a raindrop and that the tags will go into the house automatically, we can use that sensors. There is a project, and in that particular project these sensors are used. It will detect, basically there is markings on the PCB. You can see if there is one drop on this will short the plate, and hence it will detect the raindrops. That is a transistor kit. It is a transistor. There is various type of transistors used. It is generally just for amplification and filtration use. Soil moisture, like in your school area, there is a garden, and you can say there is a various pots. In that particular pots, if you want that whenever it need, there will be a sprinkler will on, and that place you put these sensors, that for sprinklers and soil, to check the soil moisture. It will help the farmers. That is also a type of MQ gas sensor. That is a diode kit. There is various type of diode. That is for rectification, which is, that means AC to DC, and it is for filtration it is for regulation purpose. It come with a number like IN 4007, IN 5402, and it comes with a voltage like 9 volt zener,
Okay.